Alright, so now that we've got that sorted out, let's take a look at the map. So what I'd really like to do is I'd like to get that other energy tank, and that's going to be a pain because there's going to be a lot of backtracking. And it doesn't even look like they were nice about it either. Like, you know, sometimes when you have to do a ton of backtracking in an area, they'll at least like be nice and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, here, now that you have this item, we'll let you do all the backtracking for free. But it does not look like that is going to be the case with our hero Samus here. So suppose we're just going to go ahead and do things the old-fashioned way. And the old-fashioned way obviously does involve a lot of pacifism. Samus, of course, doesn't take a fight that she can run away from. And you know, you guys trying to play some soccer over here. I don't know if they understand that I just killed them all just recently. Oh, look at that! They're playing little space soccer. That's annoying. Okay, guys. But seriously though, just trying to get to the door. It's a very heavily patrolled area, and it's very well designed from a you know, defensive standpoint. Anyone else in the chat appreciate that animation that they do where they kick Samus? That was very well thought out. What is the wave beam? Yeah, where it looks like they're playing soccer with her. That's kind of funny. I thought that was cute. Alright, so this guy, pretty sure we can jump right over him. Hey, you. Let's open up. This is not cute. The way these guys like stand in the entryways here. Ay. I wonder if this does anything. Alright. Well, now that everybody is on the same page there, it's very evident from the AI of those enemies that they are not intended to be ignored. Doing so. Ah, yeah, here it is. So this is the tank hull reinforced with Bendezium, and still have 7 power bombs left, so hey, why not? Hey, he's mean looking. Oh, come on. Like, alright, this is the Phazon Elite. Basically, you know, the same kind of thing. He's a ugly looking guy, isn't he? But fortunately, we've got. Oh, look at that! If the magic flashlight took like the same amount of time as my crappy weapons to charge up. Ooh, yeah, let's try this. Alright, so we got the magic flashlight. Light him up. Alright. So that uses up a lot of missiles and it's not particularly effective. Plasma beam is my favorite out of the beams due to the fact that it fires the fastest and does the most damage. And this is it. This is the last piece of Chozo lore. Or Chozo artifact, and the artifact of the warrior, and I suppose you get that by being a warrior and beating the big boy. So yeah, that is all of the artifacts, all 12 of them. So we are now ready to return to base, as they say. But let's see. As we noted earlier, there is 1 or 2 additional spots that I want to visit due to the fact that those places have additional power-ups. So, let's see. Ice door. And yeah, maybe that let's say display of dominance is going to convince the pirates that it's best to leave well enough alone and not get in Samus's way. But, you know, maybe not. Those pirates are, in fact, very heroic, coming in wave after wave, even after their boss and their boss's boss has been taken out of the picture. So, gotta hand it to the space pirates. They certainly have an ideal that they believe in. Don't like the sound of that. Sounds like it might be a anti-privacy turret. And that's, in fact, seems like it's exactly what it is. 2 anti-privacy turrets. So we'll get those guys sorted out. And definitely draw those missiles up towards us, because between you and me, we could use some more missiles at this time. I would not say no to additional missiles being added to Samus's. Hey, come on, buddy. One more. And especially now that these turrets here are the extra hardy 3-missile turrets instead of the like garden variety 2-missile turrets. Every missile counts. Already got the missile upgrade in this room, of course. That is nice. Gonna fall all the way to the bottom. No need to worry about being in the morph ball form. Alright, and a Metroid. It's not trying to be our friend. The red one, I believe, is the one that's going to take us all the way up to the tippy top. And probably not, because there's going to be a Metroid that's going to prey on us here. Okay, we got there. Well, that was kind of charitable, I suppose, from the game. Alright, guys. We're just gonna peace on out here. I said we're gonna peace on out here, buddy. And fortunately, Metroids have a fear of doors. Unfortunately, they're unable to pass through the boundary of any normal door. It's very unsettling for them to have to do that. Something about being able to fly, I'm sure. But then again, Samus can fly too. She just chooses not to in order to reduce her impact on the planet. Very eco-conscious Samus. Now, this was this another one? This seems like it might be a place where we get some power-ups. Dorophobia. Yeah, that's about it. That's you know, it's like how every superhero has their like tragic weakness. You know, the Metroids, for all their like, you know, annoying, harassing capabilities, they're afraid of simple doors and they're unable to follow their way through. And we're for sure going to be a pacifist on this little situation. The pirates also seem to have a milder case of dorophobia. They can at least shoot through the doors still, so it's not a complete thing. But yeah, they, you know, don't call them scared, of course, to their faces, but yeah, they're scared. That's what it is. So let's get up to the top here. Hopefully we can do that in a way that doesn't interact with these shadow pirates too terribly much. Always is a real treat to, you know, meet a fan, of course, but, you know, there's a time and a place. We met a couple of them in the, jeez. Well, they're not going to let me do this, are they? Well, alright, guys. That's where the door we're going out of is. Oh, no. Look at this. Alright, we used a power bomb in order to avoid having to deal with you, and you still came in. Heroic, yes. Persistent, yes. These are the virtues of the space pirate. makes me appreciate these. Yeah, you know, after playing this game, I kind of get a little bit of agoraphobia. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because the Metroids are so used to there being they're so used to being danger on the other side of the doors, but that's because they are the danger most of the time. So that's probably what it is. The Metroids have a healthy respect for doors, with the understanding that many doors have lots of enemies behind them, and they don't want to have to, you know, perish in the fight against those enemies. So that's probably that would explain why Metroids and most other enemies in this game are deathly afraid of doors and will avoid them at any cost. Let's just go ahead and lock in some of the progress that we've made here before we take on any enemies. And this time we're going to hard ignore all of these guys. This is where we got the power bomb. Extremely useful weapon it has been for us. Lots of places hiding behind the power bomb. Alright, so this time we're going to take it easy on ourselves. We're not going to take 4 missile turrets out with our ordinary strength. We're just going to come up through here and sneaky sneak, scan the disabler, and there we go. That's alright, well, something tells me we might have to fight 1 or 2 Metroids in this area. Ay, ay, ay. Goodness me. There sure is a bunch of them. They are kind of cute, I will give them that. What with their extraordinarily persistent ability to grapple onto Samus. But we're going to try and avoid... Oh, come on now. This could be useful. Let's wait for some of them to crowd around. The power bomb does indeed take them out. Alright. Power bombs are growing on me. The capabilities of that weapon is much higher than I initially gave them credit for. I want a Metroid pills are very that would be a really cool idea for some merchandise. I'm sure they sell stuff like that too. I have a friend who has a Snorlax pillow. Snorlax, of course, a very fitting thing to make into a pillow. But the Metroid pillows are kind of nice too. I would be afraid though. I'd be afraid that the Metroid might eat me or something in the middle of the night, and then I would have to ball up. And I don't have the power bombs in real life yet, so it would be, I don't know what I would do to get out of that situation. It would be very difficult, I imagine. But the Metroids are a very huggy species, very affectionate, and I think we might hear a couple more here. And yeah, Samus is not feeling in a very huggy mood today. Door pillows, yeah. What about if it was one of those? Boy, this guy is persistent. What if instead of a door pillow, it was one of those like barriers that you had to use a bomb to get through? Would that be okay? All right, there. This guy was very cautious, and turns out rightfully so. But should have done a little bit more cautious. Alright, bust through this door. Ah, it's those guys. These are some of my favorite harasser enemies. They are not unduly annoying to have to face. And yeah, for sure we can handle some of those. And now it's time to go down to taking things to the next level. And following the ancient Metroid tradition, the good luck ritual of shooting into the wall during the elevator. And let's see if the good luck tradition gives us some good loot drops. Alright, so with this is the room where we had to go down almost to the bottom. And Samus picked up the missile upgrade at that spot, so... What? Just a regular pirate? Do you guys not respect me enough to send, like, a special, like, you know, super hardcore pirate after me? Guys, I'm Samus here. We must need the ice to chill these guys out. Alright, so it seems like we might have done this before. The cool part is, like, after the 4th or 5th time going through this room, I'm basically an expert at doing the platforming, so that's pretty sweet. The red octopuses are a hunter Metroid. They are like Metroids, only they have a special way of attacking you, which is doing that. So it's like a long distance hug that the normal Metroids would be doing. These guys are going from long distance, so that is kind of cool, I suppose. It's less, I don't know, I feel like the normal Metroids are a more like panic-inducing attack. Like, when I get grabbed by a normal Metroid, yeah, they're not huggable, exactly. They have their, like, venom tentacle or something. I don't know if it's poison or if it's just, like, you know, slimy, and Samus is, you know, it's really uncomfortable to have it on there, so she doesn't want it. But I'm not sure what the damage is. I think it's poison. That would make a lot of sense. But I agree, not as good to hug as a normal Metroid would be. Normal Metroids, they just want a hug. That's all they want. And they probably don't even know how much distress it puts Samus in. But the Hunter Metroids, they're more of a biter than a hugger, so not as good of a pillow enemy to make. Alright, let's see if we can't make it this time. Oh yeah, we're in a much better spot to make this jump. And definitely not falling through that crack, which I'm sure can happen. And we go over to the fungal area here and falling all the way down, and we get the boost. And wow, the game was charitable and it gave that to us. Awesome. Nope, not that one. Yes, that one. And, alright, so now we've got the normal huggy Metroids. I think we're going to try and aggro it. I don't remember if you can aggro all the way across this room or not. You cannot, that's right. Hey, whoa, guys. Already, getting a little frisky. And, remember that it's not nice to hug people who might not want to be hugged. So please be sure to be sensitive to that, my Metroid bros. Alright. Ooh. Oh, come on. Yes. Alright, we got that. That is a glider. We are not going to attack him. He's a friendly, peace-loving, sentient being, much like ourselves. And that was a pretty nice shot there, Samus. Guess that's why she's the professional. Alright, so we got that guy sorted out. Let's actually... We are... I never thought I would say this, but we are actually a little bit low on missiles. So let's try and make this jump. And one time... Got there. Alright, now I know that didn't just happen. We were literally on the thing, and the game just changed its mind. It's like, nah, never mind. Well, alright. I think that was a little unsporting of the game there to make it look like we were going to get that jump and then take it away from us, but I suppose sometimes you'll have that. Alright, buddy, just... So this over here is the missile station. And there we go. The door was a little scary, but I know that there isn't any enemies behind it, so it's okay. This one... Let's try and get the seeing stuff goggles. This is just a normal missile thing. Those guys are just fine. And it is kind of scary, like when you put your arm in there. Sort of like when the dentist is putting his fingers in your mouth when you go to the dentist. But, you know, it's for the best. And it tickles a little bit, but after it tickles, then you get all your missiles back. So that's kind of nice. Now we'll see if we can't get this guy to give us a lift. Hey man, my car is kind of in the shop, so had to use the hover technology. This is where we got the missile pack upgrade, and every time I think you should be able to make that, but you never can. It's very sad, but you know, riding the gliders is actually really fun too. Samus probably missed that jump on purpose because she wanted to ride the glider again. Alright, buddy. Let's go. And see, look, now that we want to go this way, the glider's going to fly over this way. Nice. Alright, so we are just going to take a nice little hop over here and over here. So now we're going to have to see what color this is. Now this is the one where you can just like hardcore, zero craps given. Oh no, we're in the Phazon. Uh-oh. But it doesn't matter because we have the Phazon suit, so that's fine. Oh, a lot of Metroids in this room. Gonna have to carefully... Got some awesome loot drops though from these guys. We got the... We're full back up on missiles and on health, so that's cool. Just take a moderately challenging... oh, hey. Remember what we said about not hugging people who didn't want to be hugged. Bad Metroid. Alright, so... That's the power bomb. I don't want to have to power bomb the Metroids if we can avoid it. You know, they like I said, they don't know what they're doing is wrong. They're just a little awkward. So, okay, let's try that take two to get over to that area and up the spider maze and drop and along the spider maze and drop. And now we're gonna make this jump. Oh, GameCube broke. That's the saddest thing ever. And those GameCubes are like pretty much indestructible too. Like it was very rare that they would break. I remember seeing I remember seeing it was some show back in the 90s, I'm sure, or like the early 2000s when the GameCube came out. It was like they were trying to break one, and they like the GameCubes were especially hardy. They like dropped them and they took a sledgehammer to them. So what was it that broke on yours? Was it the disk drive? All right, let's see if we can be nice. They all broke. Wow. I'm a competitive Super Smash Brothers player, so I have a fair number of GameCubes myself, and I've never experienced that with any of them. All of my GameCubes are like original generation GameCubes, next generation GameCubes where they took like the ports out. Wouldn't read the disc. Okay, so there is a way you can fix that. Save, yes. So yeah, if your GameCube is experiencing the disc read errors, there's a couple of things you can try that might get it to work again. One of them is to get like a lens cleaning cloth, like one of those microfiber ones, and just like wipe the disc reader thing. And sometimes that'll work. And sometimes that's the only thing that's wrong with it, is that like there's like a smudge or something on there and it won't be able to read because of that. Another thing you can try is, and there's like guides for how to do this on YouTube, but you can adjust the focus of the disc reader, because what will happen sometimes is that the thing that reads the disc will lose power over time, and so you'll have to refocus it on the whatever. You have to refocus it so it's looking straight at the disc and in focus again, because if the disc reader loses power, then what will happen is it won't be able to read the disc because it won't be in focus. So those are a couple of things you can try. That might be able to get your GameCube working again. Sure, would be a shame to, not be able to play your GameCube games when that was the only thing that was wrong with it. Okay, Samus, we're gonna attempt to go up here. Is that a possibility? So there's the catwalk up here. And here's where we came in. And that's the spot that we want to go. You can't find the games. Oh, man. Some of those GameCube games is worth money. It's kind of a crapshoot, I guess, which ones are and aren't. Some of the ones that I really like is apparently worth a lot of money, and some of them isn't. So is this going to work? Probably not. Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah. That is another one that I have not played all the way through. That is on my list of stuff to do for this channel. Would be to there it is. Would be the Resident Evil playthrough. I actually have not played any of the Resident Evil games for GameCube, so definitely one that's high on the list because it has a lot of recommends. Alright, so guys, where's the power-ups? Who's got power-ups? Does not appear that they have any on that platform. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I've heard a lot about them. But yeah, the story, I've not... I only know like the vague details about the story. So with this, we have access to the... Come on, Samus. Literally the platforming challenge is to walk through a door to get the last energy tank. Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine, I haven't played, but I'm going to play Luigi's Mansion first. And now we have access to that. Now we have access to this other side of this security gate. I'm going to play Super Mario or Luigi's Mansion first because Mario got like literally everything. Yeah, Samus can't go through a door even when there's an energy power up on the other side. So with that, I feel like we've probably either mined out or come pretty close to mining out this area. And this is 100% of the health that we can possibly have in the game. So I suppose nothing better than to give some of these pirate guys a little lesson in respecting your superiors. Hey buddy, you're on fire. Did you know that? Alright, so that is those guys sorted out. And I think there might be another turret somewhere in here. Maybe not. That sounds like pretty intimidating. That sounded like it could have been an enemy, but I suppose maybe just a case of indigestion or something. Yeah, big props to Jack for pointing that one out to me. That does save a ton of time. Oh yeah, Need for Speed. That was one of my games. Did you ever play Super Smash Brothers? That was a this is me dating myself a little bit. Like when the GameCube first came out, like my jam was like, Mom, Dad, can we please go to Sam's Club so that we can play on the Super Smash Brothers demo setup that they have there. That was literally what I would do. Me and my brother would play, and it was great. Got that childhood right there. Alright, let's try and be a pacifist again. And now we're going up to the top level. Let's see. Burnout was another one. If you liked Need for Speed, Burnout was basically like the same idea, but with like some slightly different game mechanics. It'd be cool to play like a racing game on the channel, but I'm not sure how that would work in a Let's Play format. I'm sure that I could figure out something. I wanted to because Samus was on the cover. Oh yeah, that's true. We were joking earlier in the chat about how Samus is basically has like harder text to do in her game than in Super Smash Brothers. We were like debating about whether it was easier to do a wave dash with Samus or some kind of sick bomb jump. I tell you, the bomb jumping is a whole heck of a lot easier on Super Smash Brothers. The timing is nowhere near as finicky. Alright, so we got some more of these. Gotta bust our way through. I like how the pirates like rebuild these wall things every time. Like, you would really think that after a while they would just be like, oh, it's broken. But I guess that's part of what being the Employee of the Month is all about. Can't just... Oh, no, Samus! Samus! Alright, that's it. You guys... You guys are interacting with me too much. Ay. More pirates. The crappy Ice Pirates stage 2? Yeah, okay. Get out. Yeah, see, now I'm like dating myself again here. The GameCube and the Wii is like the newest consoles that I have. And retro gaming is really awesome. I will confess that I'm not a huge fan of some of the direction that game design has gone in recent years, where it seems to be kind of like how many microtransactions can we induce people to do during our gameplay. I am a big believer in the you bought the game and then you got the game philosophy that they had before the technology to put microtransactions in games existed. So that's one of the reasons why you're basically going to be seeing a lot of retro gaming on this channel. Just gonna follow this path over to the side here, and this is where we came in. No? Yes. This is the elite research versus the... Yeah, this is where we came in. So we actually wanted to go the other way. That being said, the Xbox is like one of the best like full media things that you can get. Unlike, hey buddy, no pictures please. Yeah, that's something that the newer consoles do very well. Just a sound. Yeah, I am not that competitive to want to turn the music off. I think the music is like an extremely important part of the game. It's one of those things where, and especially for games like this, like, I think that if you could give someone a way to play this game without music, it wouldn't even feel like it was the same game. Oh yeah, that's because that's the flamethrower. Look at him firing through the scary door. He is a well-trained pirate. Oh, look at that. Did he block my shot somehow? Come on, buddy. Yeah, and like you can feel the like pain that this guy is going through to shock. No, die, zombie. Yeah, Overwatch is one of those games that's like, it's great, it's a great game, but it's not a great competitive game. You definitely get sucked in pretty bad. It's like the same thing as League 2. Anything where it's like a team-based game, because like anytime that happens, you're either going to be like the most competitive person on your team and you're going to be whining about how everybody's holding you back, or you're going to be like the least competitive person and everybody's going to be whining about how you're holding them back.